Today is episode 2 of the Love TKO show, and we have a special guest tonight. But before we do that, we have to grab the links and get them out to the text notification squad, and then get live on every platform. And then we are going to bring out the matchmaker and our handsome gentleman that is on the LoveSeat tonight. So let's go ahead and get the link, and then we will get that out to the text notification squad, and then we will bring out our special guest and get the show started. Today is Matchmaker Monday, and I am your host, Tonya TKO. So welcome, 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 welcome in. And let me go ahead and get this text created, and then we shall go from there. Today is episode 2. Last week, I was on the hot seat. My goodness. And that was quite the show. And tonight we have a handsome bachelor who is single and marriage-minded, and he is going to be asked his live, what is it called, Chi? What is what is it?
Consultation.
Yes, the consultation. Yes. Welcome. Sonia's the first person. No, Gothic Berry is the first person in the house. All right, perfect. So just give me 1 second. I'm just getting the link so that we can, oh my goodness. Oh, you know what? I need to take out let me just put EP2 so that it's not, all right. Backspace EP2. Okay. Let me put a semicolon, or rather a colon. All right, let me grab this. And all right, hold on. Matchmaker. All right, perfect. Copy and update all. Let me grab this. All right, welcome in, everybody. Welcome. Come on in. We're going to get started really quickly. So ladies, if you know women who are single, if you know men who are single and marriage-minded, because the show is about getting people together for marriage, tag them in your Telegram group, tag them in your WhatsApp group, tag them on Instagram, share this on your Facebook page, in your Facebook groups, and let's get the momentum up. Because you know what, especially in this day and age of manosphere and all of this other stuff that's going on, I think it's important for us to be able to create these matches. So if you're ready, I'm ready, Chi's ready, our handsome bachelor, marriage-minded man is ready. And so let me get the only thing we need now is the link. The link. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Oh goodness, I got so excited I forgot about the link. All right, give me 1 second. All right, perfect. I gotta get let me see. Oh my gracious. All right, perfect. Let me I'm so nervous because I'm like, I can't wait. I'm just so excited. All right, so here. So let me get all right, there we go. The thumbnail is up. The link is up. Let's get the link to the text notification squad. Welcome in. Use this time right now to share the video. We have, the people are coming in now. Hashtag TKO text squad. We have 100 people on YouTube, and then we're going to get live on every platform and then go from there. All right, the text notification has been sent out. So text notification squad, you're going to get your text in just a moment. The free alerts are going out on Telegram right now. So those are out. Wonderful. All right. And so let's go ahead and get this party started. We are live on Twitch. We're live on Twitter. We're live on Facebook. We're live on LinkedIn. And of course, you know, we are live on YouTube. So welcome. Come on in, everyone. Come on in. Wonderful. All right, I am your host, Tonya TKO. I'm a self-love specialist from TonyaTKO.com. I hope you learn how to love yourselves and one another. Today we have a special treat. Today is episode 2 of the Love TKO show. Last week I was on the hot seat. There's the text notification that just went out, and the people are coming in. As you come in, tag your single friends, because the purpose of this show is not for fanfare or mockery or fun and games and all of that. Well, it is for fun. The fun of finding love. And we have a marriage minded man behind the scenes right now who's going to be talking with me and the matchmaker. He had his background check run, everybody who comes up here. And let me tell you, it was difficult finding marriage minded men who were willing to get a background check to come up here. So this just lets you know. This lets you know that on some of these other programs, the people who are coming up there making a mockery of the whole situation, and all types of baby mama and baby mama drama and all of that, they haven't been checked out. But here, you know for sure that they've consented to a background check and they have been pre-screened. So today we're going to do a live consultation. And if you all are ready, I am ready. All right. So welcome. Come forward. Let me hold on. I need to get the screen in the right area. So, hey, all right. So, Chi, welcome. All right.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm so happy to have you here. And so, go ahead and give your introductions. Let people know who you are, what you're about, why you're doing this, etc., how you got into this, and all of that.
Yeah, absolutely. So, hello, everyone. My name is Chi Love, certified matchmaker and dating specialist. I'm not your average matchmaker. I love to talk about all of the things. You can reach me on nyaloveanddating.com. Why do I do this? I get asked that question a lot. I love what I do. I love bringing marriage minded, entanglement free people that are looking for something real. A lot of people have given up on love. I want to show them that it's possible. Just do the work, be open, and be yourself, right? So there's a beautiful thing when I can bring people together, and that's what I continue to do. So one heart at a time. Thank you, Tonya.
Yay! I'm so excited. All right. So, you know what? Mayowa, come forward. Say a quick hello.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mayowa.
All right, wonderful. All right, Chi. So you know what? Without further ado, we can go ahead and just because his whole intro is going to come in the consultation. So let's go ahead and I need to get this right here. Who should I put on the big screen? Who should I put on the small screen? All right. So we'll have him up on the big screen and then Chi, I'll bring you down here on the small screen, okay?
Perfect.
All right. So here, there. All right. I need to take this off of there. So, what have I done? Oh my goodness. Oh, all right. Okay. I'm going to fix this here. So, because you know what? We should have done this behind the scenes, but we were running so late to get live that I wanted to make sure that we got live. So, here. So, let me get you here. Let me get Mayowa here. And then we shall go from there. And then he is going to be generous enough to answer questions live from you all. So after the consultation, we'll open it for questions from you all so that you can be able to ask what wasn't asked and maybe something that may be important to you, especially if you're interested. So when you hear his criteria, then you'll know whether or not, you all are a good match. And then you can submit for your background check, which also leads to a speed dating party. So we're going to be doing this every week. And then at the end of the month, we're going to have a speed dating party where you can actually meet and talk with Mayowa in person, among other people, other bachelors who have come up to answer questions live on the air. So with your background check, you get to submit to speak with 3 men who come forward, and then you get to be in a party with them and be able to kind of figure out which one is your speed, etc. All right, so let's get started. So now we have it here. Maya was on the big screen, Chi and I are on the small screen. And so let's jump right in. Let's jump right in.
All right. Okay. How are you, Mayowa?
I'm nervous.
All right. Take a deep breath. It's all about you. Just take a deep breath and out. Yes. Okay. So you are how old?
I'm 35 years old.
Okay. All right. And do you have a certain age range that you want to date?
I would say between 26 and 31.
Okay. Would you be open to a woman who's 33, 34 if she meets your criteria?
Yes.
All right. Good to know. Good to know. Okay. So in terms of religion, how do you identify and how would you want her to identify?
I'm Christian and Protestant, and I would prefer if she's also Christian as well.
Okay. And are you open to someone who maybe doesn't go to church as much, but is open to going to church with you? Or does she have to be? Oh, awesome. Okay.
Yes, yeah, I am.
Okay. What if she's just spiritual, but doesn't identify with Christianity? Are you still open or?
I think I'd prefer if she's Christian and she's open to going to church with me. Yeah.
Okay. Just so they can fit into the family dynamic more?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. All right. What is the highest level of education that you've obtained?
I got my doctorate last year in nursing practice, so I have my DNP. Um,
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
yeah.
And do you have a requirement in terms of education for the women that you date?
I think at least a college degree would be nice. An undergraduate college degree at least.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
And on the topic of children, do you have any children of your own?
No, I don't.
Okay. And do you want to have children?
Yes, I do.
Do. Okay.
At least two of them.
Okay, at least two. Okay, good to know. At least two. And do you care if she has children?
Yes, I think I my preference would be for her to not have children
Okay.
before we meet. Yeah.
Okay. So your preference is that she doesn't have any children. If
Hmm.
she has one and meets your criteria, are you open to dating and seeing where it could go?
Yes, I'm open. Yeah.
Okay, okay. I do find that a lot of men that don't have kids usually prefer women that also don't have kids, but some of them are open, just depending on criteria. So that's
Right.
good to know. So, ladies, if you have one and meet his criteria, you may be a good fit, but his
Yeah.
preference is women without any children because he doesn't have any children.
Right.
All right. And you are located in what state?
California.
California. Okay. And are you open to dating women who live in different areas? Like, are you open to long distance?
Yes, I'm open to long distance. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I love that. Okay, so anywhere in the US?
Anywhere in the US. Correct. Yeah.
Right. And in terms of politics, do you have a preference in terms of the type of woman you want to date and how you identify?
I identify as a Democrat and I'm also liberal. So I think I'll be preferring someone who is also a little bit more liberal in their you know, political views.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't hear very much, it's not often that I hear men say that they're liberal, so I love that. But what does that mean to you? Like, so women can kind of understand, like, in terms of you being liberal, like, what does
Yeah.
that mean, like, to you? Yeah.
So what that means is that I'm very open-minded and I'm also very flexible. I'm not rigid or regimented in my ways. I believe that women should have, you know, the choices. For example, reproductive rights and how they treat their bodies or what they do to their bodies. And yeah, so I'm not too big on, you know, men in Congress making decisions for women, you know. Uh,
I hear you. Okay. And women having rights over their bodies. I love that. I'm
right,
sure a lot of women will agree with that as well. Okay. Thank you for sharing that.
of course.
Okay, so pets. Do you have any pets? Would you date a woman with pets?
Why is that funny?
No, we got
Gee, no, I don't have any pets. I would date somebody with pets, but my preference is if they don't have pets. But if they do have a dog, I think I'm okay with that.
okay.
But
No
why is
cats
that?
though.
Wait, why is that funny though? Why is the pet question funny?
Because here's the thing, when it comes to pets, some people treat them like family. Like some people, like the dog is at the table. If you don't like my dog, it's no deal. If you can't
Mm,
pet my cat, it was not going to work. And these are people that are adamant about it. So I always kind of chuckle to myself
Really?
because
Oh
for some people, it's
wow.
really that serious, and that's okay. But you said dogs but no cats.
No cats, no.
She can't have one or two cats, three cats. That's not
But
going to
wait,
work
what's
for
the
you.
matter with
No.
cats?
I
Wait,
think it's a cultural thing. I think
really?
Nigeria, yeah, yeah. I think my mom actually did put that fear in me growing up, especially black cats. You know?
Oh yeah, yeah. There's a stigma about black cats. Okay, you know what? Your
Really?
preferences are your own.
Okay.
Yeah, there is. You know. I mean, Tanya, do you like? I thought you didn't like pets like that either. I mean,
No, but
right?
I wanted to know the like you two are both chuckling about pets, so I was curious. You know,
Yeah,
like what
yeah.
is
That's
the
it.
so are there so there's people don't have pets in Nigeria.
Oh, some people do. Some
Yeah,
people do. Yeah. I didn't grow up with pets though. I think if I did, it might be different. Maybe I would have actually gotten one myself, but but I'm also open. I think if somebody has a dog, but a dog is not like it's not like must love dogs, or if my dog doesn't like you, then I don't like you. That's a sign I don't like you. There's some people like that.
yeah,
Yeah,
definitely are.
So
yeah, 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 absolutely.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay. So let's talk about deal breakers. The most common one I hear is cigarette smoking. Some people are open. Most people are not, but it doesn't matter either way. I'd like to know your preference when it comes to deal breakers and smoking.
yeah, I think my preference is no smoking of any kind. Vaping, weed smoking, or just cigarette smoking. I don't smoke myself, and I don't think I would want to be with someone who smoked.
Okay. Now, in terms of other things, edibles, for instance, would that be something you're open to here and there? If she's
Yeah, I do edibles socially actually. So I am definitely okay with someone doing edibles. Yeah.
okay, so you're not completely closed off in that realm. It's just the idea of like smoking weed every day or habitually, that's an issue.
Yeah, I mean, as a healthcare worker, I mean, I do smoking cessation classes for some of my patients. So
Oh,
I
okay.
think I would like to practice what I preach. Yeah,
Can't argue
so
with that. All right.
yeah.
Okay, so in terms of drinking, are you a social drinker? Do you mind if she drinks?
I am a social drinker. Yeah, I do drink on occasion when I go out with friends. I'm not a heavy drinker though, but yeah, I drink wine, liquor. My go-to liquor is tequila, but yeah,
Hey. Okay.
tequila, yeah.
All right.
And I don't
Okay.
mind if she drinks. I think socially it will be good.
You just don't want a heavy drinker.
No.
Okay. It's
Nobody
understandable.
falling down on the floor after a Friday night.
Tonya,
Right.
let me tell you.
Oh, man. All
Yeah.
right. So talk to me more about the type of women that you're looking for. We're not going to talk about physical attributes yet. We want to learn about who this woman is on the inside.
So I think first and foremost, somebody who has a depth to them, meaning somebody who can carry a conversation, somebody who can have a stimulating and intellectual conversation, someone who is fun loving, somebody who likes to travel, um, somebody who, can be very playful. Because, we're both working individuals. We already deal with a whole lot out in the external world. It would be good to like be able to come back to, into the relationship and just have a good old time, just chatting and, having fun. I love comedy. So somebody who loves comedy will be great. Somebody who likes to laugh, who doesn't take life too seriously.
Okay.
Yeah.
Likes to laugh. I love that. Laughter is good for the soul for sure. All right.
Yep. It's good for your facial muscles too.
Yep. Okay, physically, because now that we learned more about who this woman would be on the inside in terms of fun loving, likes to laugh, can be playful. I know before you had mentioned in a previous conversation that you also want a lifelong learner, a woman who's open to learning new things.
Yes, someone with a growth mindset, definitely. Yeah.
Love that. Okay. Okay, so physically, what are you attracted to? Like, are you open in terms of race? Do you have a particular type of body type? That sort of thing. Do you have a preference in that way?
I think I found myself to be a little more attracted to women of African descent. So Black women for sure, with any shade of color.
Anything else that kind of draws you in to someone when you're attracted to them?
I think physical wise, maybe slim thick, you know.
Okay.
Um, you know what that, I mean, I don't know if, that description is
No, because
self-explanatory.
different. I mean, there's different versions of slim thick. I don't know how many of you saw what was this Swarm, but Chloe Bailey in that. My gracious,
I
them
haven't seen it
hips.
yet. I need
Woo!
to.
I saw that on Twitter. A few people posted that just clip, just I think it was a 10 or 15-second clip on Twitter.
I need to.
Yeah.
I've heard
I'm
things.
glad you brought that up, Tonya. Yeah, that is my definition of slim thick. I think petite and that shape is my
Petite and
definition of slim thick.
bodacious. But I find that interesting because when I was in Nigeria, I didn't see a lot of yansh. It
You
wasn't it
didn't? You
wasn't
didn't?
Ghana big. It was not Ghana big. Like the Ghana and South
Wait.
African booties are
Oh,
very
really? You think
different.
Ghanaians and South Africans are bigger? I think it
Have
depends
bigger
on
booties
where
than
you,
in Nigeria? Yes.
I think it depends on where you were in Nigeria. Where were you in Nigeria?
I was in Lagos as well as in Anambra State as well as in Abuja. So I did not see the
Mm.
big yanch. Not like when I went out to Ghana. That's when I said, "Woo, that's my ancestry there." Okay, but listen. All right, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
How tall are you without shoes?
Without shoes, 5'11" to 6. I think, yeah.
Okay. Do you have a preference in terms of the height of the woman that you date?
Yeah, I mean, I would prefer anything below 5'8".
Below 5'8", okay.
Mhm.
But if she's 5'9", does she still have a chance, or 5'10"?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so your
No,
preference is below 5'8", but you're
yeah.
open to up to 5'10".
I'm not intimidated by the height. No.
Oh, okay.
Who's that?
My apologies.
Oh
My
my
I
my
had a phone call
my.
come through.
Mm. I mean,
I
well, we know you're in
Apology,
demand,
apology
so.
accepted.
Yes. My apologies. My apologies. Okay.
Hmm.
Want to take a note of that. Okay. Is there anything else you want to add about who she is on the inside and who she is on the outside in terms of what you're attracted to?
I think I'm also big on people who are very easy to get along with and have a healthy approach to conflict resolution.
Oh,
Yeah. And just agreeable, somebody who is agreeable, amiable, um, who really genuinely wants, to pursue peace. Because, yeah.
nicely said. Okay. So
Somebody wants to
good
know,
conflict
why do men hate tall women?
resolution skills.
Oh, I don't. I don't a tall woman. I am attracted to, I mean, I have a preference, but yeah, like I said, it doesn't intimidate me if a woman is tall. I've dated somebody who was almost my height before,
Oh,
and it wasn't an issue.
okay.
All right.
I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to channel maybe what men might be thinking. Might be like tall women, big ego. I don't know. Maybe,
Tall
but
women have big egos?
no, I'm just thinking like you asked the question. I'm like trying to channel maybe what men might be thinking. Those men who are not attracted to that.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But that's not what I'm thinking of.
All right. Are there any other deal breakers that we should be aware of apart from the ones that you mentioned?
No, nothing that comes to mind right now.
Okay. What did your last relationship teach you?
It just taught me to take things a little slower and not, be too quick to commit and, try to be friends first for, a little bit longer than I did. Um, yeah. It also taught me that people can sometimes say what they aspire to be, but that's not really who they come to you as. That's not really who you're seeing in person. So a lot of times you can be emotionally attached to that. I was in a long distance relationship for a few months before I met this person. And so um, for a while we were connecting emotionally, and it was just based off of things that were said, voice notes, and those kind of things. And then when we actually did meet in person, it felt like it was just me getting attached or getting connected to the idea of what that person wanted me to think of them, as opposed to what it actually showed out to be
Yeah.
Mm.
in person.
I
So
have a quick
yeah.
question. You said you should have stayed friends a little bit longer. What do you
Hmm.
mean by that?
So I should have had a little bit more, should have learned a little bit more about them before deciding to commit, because when we started having conflicts, a lot of past trauma stuff showed up, and it was hard to really get down to resolving those conflicts. We had a lot of issues with, like, we were arguing a lot about very, very different things. Our communication patterns were super different, and so it made it harder. I felt like, if we had stayed friends longer, I could have seen some of these things, and it would have been easier to then say, okay, maybe I'm not ready to be in a relationship with this person. And,
Mm.
we could maybe stay friends, be platonic, as opposed to just getting right into the relationship after like a month or two of getting to know each other.
Okay, so you said you were long distance for a few months.
For 2 months, yeah.
Okay, and so you were building a friendship during the long distance phase, right?
Right. The
Okay.
emotional connection was there,
Okay, but
yeah.
then after you met, things changed?
Things changed, yeah.
Did it change while you two were together or after you two went your separate ways?
While we were together.
Oh, so that's when
Yeah.
things began to crumble. So you met her online?
Online, correct. Yeah.
Yeah, see, this is why you got to get a matchmaker. Come and, go ahead. Go ahead, Chi. Go ahead. Go ahead, Chi.
Yeah, the big thing was the one major thing that I really found upon was that when we would have a fight, her friends were usually involved. Her family members were also usually involved. So she was really close to this older sister of hers, and
Mm.
she told her everything. And so there was actually a time her sister called me and was asking me questions about the fight that we had, and it was really taken aback by that. I was wondering, like, we just had a fight like what, an hour ago, and now your sister's calling me, make it make sense. Like, how is there a third party in this already? And so, yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
here's what I want to say is, first off, thank you for being self-aware.
Yeah.
And secondly, I think that is not really about, I do think you should take the time to get to know someone, yes. But I also think it's about that woman being emotionally mature enough to have those conversations and be honest about who she is, right? Some people aren't self-aware. So the way they may, like you said, maybe perceiving themselves and showing you may not be who they truly are. It's like a
Right.
reflection. So I think that the difference is when you're dating someone who's also dating with intention, that's willing to do the work and is also self-aware, you won't have those issues, right?
Right.
Who are meeting each other where you're at, being open and honest, and then growing together. Whereas I
Right.
think she still had some things that she needed to work on that had nothing to do with you. It's just something that she had to handle, and maybe she needed some therapy and she was in a relationship with you. But the fact that she always was running to family members and always friends instead of actually talking with you and having a healthy relationship where you both can learn how to handle conflict together,
Right.
that just speaks volumes to where she was at the time. So I'm glad you
Yeah.
recognize it in time to get out, and I'm glad that you're still open to love because a lot of people get really jaded after bad relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am curious though, Mayowa.
Hmm.
When you two were talking for the 2 months, so there was no conflict in the 2 months. What were you all talking about?
Oh, we talked about everything. We even went as far as talking about future stuff,
Oh, wow.
like life post marriage and all of that stuff.
Mm.
So, yeah, we had very good banter and
Yeah.
very stimulating conversations, which was what really got me attracted to her in the first place. So, and I like that she was very ambitious. She's in med school, and
Mm.
so she had her own life outside of just us, I like that we both have our own different lives outside of just us.
Okay.
She's a leader and all of that stuff. So there were a bunch of things that I really liked about her. Um, yeah.
Mm. Go ahead, Chi.
Okay, thank you. All right. So moving forward, finances. What type of household are you looking for? I know that, or what is your ideal household? Because I know that some people desire the 50-50. A lot of men are more traditional where they like to pay all of the bills. Some are have a 75-25. Maybe she contributes to groceries or something. But I kind of wanted to get your take on that. What is your idea when it comes to bills and finances in the household?
Yeah, I think a two income household is what my preference is, but it doesn't necessarily have to be 50-50. I think I'm kind of traditional in the sense that I want to take on the big bills and just pay all of that, maybe 75-25 then if you think about it. Um, and but I would like to be with someone who is willing to offer like, okay, babe, could I pay some of this stuff, because naturally I would want to pay everything. I think it's just how I've been in previous relationships and kind of what I learned with my parents as well. I feel like my dad does most of the heavy lifting when it comes to finances and bill paying. And so, but it's good to know that you have maybe a buffer, for lack of a better word, or a backup in case like, this is not enough to cover the bills. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you can answer this however you wish, but do you have any serious issues with debt or anything that is hindering you financially from being able to pursue a full-on relationship?
I mean, I think it depends. I've been very good with finances in my adult years. I went through my professional school, paying out of pocket for school, and I've tried my best to get myself to where I am right now with buying a house and also not having any credit card debt. So I think somebody who is very financially, um, you know, sensible, who knows how can live within their means and not be too extravagant, with all this credit card debt would be good, preferentially. So yeah, I know sometimes people get in debt because of school, but again, it has to be reasonable, right? So the opportunity cost. So if they're working towards paying it off, I wouldn't mind that. But if it's just debts that keeps racking up and affecting credit scores and all that, then yeah, I'll be super weary of that.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. And so when you think about the term marriage minded, I know that especially as a matchmaker working in this realm, I know that there are some men that just aren't. They are not. But what makes you a marriage minded man? And what about being married do you most look forward to?
Yeah, so being marriage minded, I think for me just means, I'm ready to find my best friend. I'm ready to be with somebody. I mean, my reason for going into marriage is companionship. I'm looking for someone who, I could actually potentially see myself, even when we become empty nesters and still like each other, to want to spend time with each other and, continue dating even while being married. So, I'm big on, quality time when it comes to that. Somebody who I not only love, but I also like, being able to like them as someone who, so what makes me marriage minded is that, I'm someone who's very supportive, I'm level headed, I'm thoughtful, and I'm also self-confident. So those traits and qualities, I think, is what makes me marriage minded. So yeah.
All right. And ideally, if you were to find the one that you feel was meant for you, how soon would you want to get married in a perfect world?
In a heartbeat. I'm just kidding. um, I think that it'll be good to get to know each other for at least 6 months, and then um,
Are you ready?
yeah, yeah. So 6 months, I think it will be at least the minimum amount of time.
Okay.
He didn't answer what he most looks forward to being married.
Oh, go ahead. I
Oh,
thought
what
you
do I look forward to?
were.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, I do look forward to a lot of things. I think again, companionship is my number one thing that I look forward to. But I also look forward to being able to, build wealth together. I think that's big. I think my partner is someone that I want to, grow with, um, spend lots of time with. Um, share home together, physically and also emotionally. Have children together and raise those children together. Um, yeah,
Okay.
um, right.
So
How
on the
about?
topic of living together though. Oh, sorry, go ahead, finish your thought.
Oh, I was just gonna say have fun together, travel and all these other things. Yeah.
Okay. Cohabitation. It's a big topic. So what are your thoughts on cohabitation? I know that you're open to long distance, but I'm wondering, would she have to relocate to you essentially? I know you said you have a house. Or are you open to relocating? So let us know that. And then in addition, your thoughts on cohabitation. Are you open to living with someone before marriage? Like, what does that look like?
Um, on the question about woods to relocate, I think preferentially, I mean, I would prefer if they can relocate or if she can relocate to me. That'll be a preference of mine. Because like you said, I do have a house. So as far as cohabitation goes, I know I have done that in the past, and not to say that it hasn't worked, but maybe it wasn't with the right person, I would say. Um, I I think I would prefer if we date separately, and then if once there's an engagement, I wouldn't frown upon that. I think that's something I'd be okay with allowing or permitting to happen, to cohabitate after engagement.
Okay. After engagement.
Coming from an African household, my parents will frown against, they'll frown
I
upon that big time, like
know.
what you are living with woo, that's I can see my parents just being like, they'll just get out the Bible and start
Oh yeah,
opening,
definitely. I get.
opening Bible verses.
Yeah. Are you
Um,
having premarital? Is that?
Counseling?
N-
Oh, you're saying like what my parents would say? Oh yeah. They were like,
No, not what they will
so
say. Because if you're talking about living, are you living together celibate?
I mean, you would think that's a thing, but how do you even, really do that? Like, I think for me,
So that's a
not,
no.
yeah, because it's not, yeah, it's better to just live separate if you're really trying to keep that celibacy alive.
Okay.
Trying
Okay.
to trying to live together and be celibate, yeah,
Okay. All
that's
right.
it's difficult, especially someone you're attracted to, right?
Mhm.
And you hope you're attracted to someone you're gonna be married to. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Right.
that's difficult. Yeah.
On the topic of sexual intimacy, now that we're kind of here, so on a scale of 1 to 10, one being maybe more vanilla, right, but still passionate,
Mhm.
um, missionary mainly, and maybe a little bit variation, not very much, and 10 being open to different things, open to exploring, even exploring role playing, just different things in the bedroom, toys, whatever, just open with your partner. Where would you rank yourself? And the reason why I ask that question to clients is because I don't want to match a 2 with a 9.
Right. I think for me, because you mentioned toys.
Yeah, but you can, I mean, for some people they're comfortable within the bedroom, but maybe only on with her. Everyone's different, but it's just good to
Yeah,
know.
I just have the old personal thing about with the old toys thing. I'm not too big of a fan when it comes to toys. But I'm very open-minded, so I would say maybe like an 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also on the top of the sexual intimacy, how often would you want to engage with sexual intimacy with your partner in the average week?
Hmm. Every time I see them. Just
Oh,
kidding.
I mean, what is the preference, you know?
Right. I think it's a lot for me. But again, I don't think there's a number. So, but multiple times a week,
Okay, so there's no set number, like at least 3 times a week, or at least
at
you
least
think
three
it's okay?
times. That's like 3 times a day. What you mean?
Oh, okay. All right. Ideally, okay. Ideally, morning, noon, and night.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay, so you are very affectionate in that way.
I am. Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you for sharing with us. Okay, so I do want to know if you have any triggers or trauma that someone would need to know when dating you, or pet peeves, even.
Let's see. Pet peeves. I think just being, I think cleanliness is just like probably the biggest one. Just somebody who is clean or neat. Um, yeah. And I think as far as traumas go, so I did have to deal with, I went to therapy for this, for abandonment, right? So I think I had a little bit of, I didn't even know I had that. I'm a little bit of an anxious attachment person. So, I had to learn that after reading the book. And abandonment was also something I had to also work through. Um, so I feel like every once in a while, that shows up and I have to sort of check myself and, communicate that to my partner, about being abandoned or feeling abandoned. But that's, yeah.
Now, do you know what that looks like? Like, how would she be able to help you via? Because it doesn't seem like that happens often, but only you could tell us, right? You said every
Hmm.
now and then, but how would she be able to comfort you in that way? Because a lot of men don't talk about those feelings, but they do. They have them, and they just
Right,
it comes off of them being an asshole instead of just
right,
like, communicating, "This is my issue."
right.
How would she be able to support you in that time?
I think for me, and which is why quality time kind of ranks high on my five love language test. I think spending enough quality time with me takes that away. So when we've had enough quality time, um, and we've spent that time with each other and it's quality, then yeah, the abandonment is not evident. But if it feels so much so that, there's no communication regarding spending time together and it's not quality time, it's just, it feels like, you know, I'm just spending this time just to, say I've spent time, then that sort of comes up and it can become an issue.
Thank you for being open about that. Very good to know.
But one thing I've learned is, to not make that an issue is to speak up. So I definitely do speak up about it, and I even come up with ideas of how we can spend quality time together.
I love that. So you take initiative in planning
Oh
dates,
yeah,
etc.
definitely. I'm very spontaneous when it comes to that. So
Okay.
yeah.
They want to know if he cooks and cleans.
I cook a little bit and I clean. I clean. I love doing laundry. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't like doing laundry, so you can leave the laundry to me. I definitely love doing laundry. Um, yeah, and I love to cook with my partner. So, and I'm also constantly on YouTube learning how to cook other things as well. Yeah,
Okay.
I like to clean. I do like to clean.
Okay.
Let's
They
talk
want to
about
know
your
how the
hobby.
household duties are going to be split. How are you going to split the household chores and duties?
So, like I said, I do laundry. So, Eve, typically I do laundry. I mean, I do everything from vacuuming to,
Okay.
um, just regularly cleaning the house. But I also have this lady that actually comes to my house every 3 months to clean. And I've been doing that for the past year now.
Okay. When
Um,
you're married, you're going to
'Cause-
still have her come by to clean?
oh yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Because I already, she's part of my list of people that I contract with to come in. So
Okay.
that would never be an issue. But I mean, obviously daily you have to clean after yourself. So the regular, use the bathroom, clean after yourself kind of thing. I do that already. So
Okay.
that's not going to be an issue.
Do you flush
Laundry,
with the
I'll do
toilet? You
laundry.
flush with the toilet seat up or down?
I flush with his toilet sit down. Yeah.
Okay. Just checking because all that. you know, 'cause you know this. I did a video on this. I did a video on this. You know the
I would
spray
I,
from
I
the
am I'm a little bit of a clean, I mean, I wouldn't call myself a
okay.
clean freak, but I am neat, I am neat. It's not an OCD level, but I am neat and I
Okay.
do clean up after myself.
Okay. Okay.
I even go around the house sometimes picking things up. So yeah,
All right.
I
We're going to
like
be
things
opening up the
getting
phone
tidy.
line. So ladies, get your questions together for Mayowa
Not
because
with the cooking and cleaning.
what do you mean? No, I'm just saying the questions for them to remember what they want to ask
Oh,
you.
no, no, no. I was
Nobody's
just going back to like the questions you asked
okay.
earlier about me cooking and cleaning. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I know, because because okay, because some men make a big deal about that whole toilet seat thing.
yeah,
You know what I
right,
mean?
right.
And I'm like,
Yeah,
the
they do.
toilet needs to be flushed down anyway. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Yeah.
Because of the spray from the bowl all over the toothbrush, your face and mouth.
I agree with you. My thought too,
You-
like that's actually why I cover it because again, you have bacteria just spread into the air.
Exactly. You're standing there laughing with your partner, ha
Yeah.
ha ha ha, ha, and you flush, and the spray is everywhere. So okay, okay. All right. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Chi. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. We're gonna be wrapping up soon. I just had a few more questions. I'm wondering if you have any fears or phobias.
I
You
used to
didn't.
have a fear of water because I didn't know how to swim, but I noticed everywhere I was traveling to were all these tropical sites with water. So I was surrounded by water. So last year I actually ended up taking a class in Arizona with this guy who used to be an Olympic swimmer. So now I'm very comfortable with water and I can actually, I can tread water, I can swim a little bit. So yeah, so that's not a fear
Okay.
anymore.
When you said
Yeah.
a fear of water, you're talking about large bodies of water, not a fear of, you know, bathing.
Oh my gosh.
You said-
No.
I saw a girl. I promise you, I saw a video of a girl who was allergic to water, and when the water touched her,
Oh,
it
really?
felt like she was burning. Yeah, I thought she was joking at
Oh,
first, but then I saw the video, and it was horrifying.
I
Google
think I saw.
it. Google it.
I wonder
Google it.
what the trauma surrounding that was.
No,
Like,
she
I
has
don't
a
know.
physical condition.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
All right, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go. He's 5'11". Well, 5'10", but if
No,
if this
11.
if the
11.
atmosphere is a little lighter, he's 5'11". I should.
No, it's 5'11" without
5'11".
shoes on.
Oh, okay, okay. I thought
Yeah.
I thought it was 5'10", and then 11 if the atmosphere is feeling light that day. Okay, my bad. My bad. My bad.
No, on a good day, it's 5'11", and then with shoes on, maybe 6'1" or whatever. Yeah,
You
but
wearing kitten heels? Wait a minute. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Oh, they want to know if you can dance. Oh, can you walk up the body?
oh Lord, don't get me started, man. Yeah.
Oh, oh, is that so?
I
Okay.
I can I can I don't like to say I can dance because then I put pressure on myself saying I can dance, but I can hold my own, I can
Oh,
definitely,
okay.
you know, I have
Okay.
rhythm. I would say that I
Oh,
have
oh,
rhythm.
oh, oh, okay. Oh, oh, oh. Chi, do you ever get any samples, any dancing samples after you ask the
I had
question?
one man send me a dancing sample before. Yeah, we're no longer working
There's
together.
actually one on my Facebook. Yeah, there's one on my
Hey,
Facebook.
listen to this now. Okay, let us find
The
out.
Wow.
All right,
I'm gonna
all
add
right.
that. Okay, so speaking of hobbies and things that you enjoy, what do you like to do apart from dancing occasionally and being active?
let's see. I just started learning how to play tennis. So Hmm. Yeah. There's a university right by me that, I go to every Thursday and I learn how to play tennis.
Okay.
Yeah. I also read occasionally. Um, but there's a book I've been reading now for the past what, 2 weeks. Yeah. So I pick up a book and read sometimes.
Anything else that you enjoy?
I enjoy a lot of things. Let's see. I think we talked, okay, it was stand-up comedy. So I love to go to comedy shows or clubs. Um, I like to eat, so I like trying out new cuisines in restaurants. Um, I literally would travel just to go eat. I'm not kidding.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah.
Just a moment. There's a person in the crowd, David, who's single and looking for a wife. Contact us behind the scenes so that we can get you processed and bring you up. So you can talk about specifically what you are interested in. You know,
Yeah.
Cheese information is in the description. You can also come to TonyaTKO.com. You can and go to shop and pay for your background check, and then we can get you processed for next week's show. So we're going to be doing this again next Monday. So yes, go ahead. And ladies, so you all will get a chance to ask some questions of our handsome bachelor today. So get ready for that. So go ahead, Chi.
Yeah. So the last few questions I have, I do want to talk about love languages because those are very important. But before I get there, is there anything that maybe we didn't discuss that you think is important to know when dating you?
Mm, I think you covered a whole lot. Yeah, I
Okay.
think you covered a wide array of things. So I can't even think of anything right now.
Okay. We did touch a little bit about mental health. I know that you work in that field, assisting others. But is it what I'd like to know is if you struggle with anything, and how you would handle a woman who's struggling with maybe depression or anxiety. I know how common that is, especially being in this field. I met a lot of people that have struggled, but maybe they're in therapy, maybe not. But just to get your insights and your perceptions would be helpful, whatever you care to share.
Yeah, so my mom passed away in 2018, and I did get into depression. I wasn't clinically diagnosed, but yeah, I was depressed for a few months. Following that incident, my mom passing away. And so, I mean, I guess I would call it situational depression. It was pretty moderate to severe at the time, but obviously, with dealing with the grief and going to therapy and all of that, over time, just, you know, learn how to get out of me self-isolating and all of that stuff. So yeah, that's something that every once in a while will come up, usually around my mom's birthday, or just during holiday times when, we will all spend time together as a family, Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's. Those holidays are days that even Mother's Day, can be pretty hard sometimes to experience. So yeah, I'm very empathetic when it comes to people who are also going through mental health issues, who have mental health issues, particularly with depression and anxiety, because sometimes those two come together as a combo. People have been on medications for those. And I'm a big proponent of people going to therapy and also getting prescribed meds if they do need them uh, to be stable. Yeah. These are real things that, as a society, we tend to stigmatize, but people need to be more aggressive with getting treated for those things. Yeah.
I agree. And my sincere condolences to you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much for being so open and so transparent. I appreciate that very much.
Thanks, Chi.
Absolutely. Okay. Okay, so you said there's nothing else. I know we covered pretty much everything. Do you have an income requirement for the women that you date?
No, no income requirement.
Okay,
Yeah.
Did he talk about his income?
I was getting there.
Oh.
Um, um, so whatever you're comfortable sharing, if some people just say, you can share whatever you feel comfortable sharing, but I do like to know if there's a range that you're more comfortable, sure. If you more comfortable giving us like average, whatever the case may be, whatever you're comfortable sharing. But I do like to know.
I mean, it's definitely six figures, so that's what I'm gonna say. Yeah, and it's not low six figures. So
Oh, is that so? Oh my. Okay, all right.
you have to remember, I also live in California, so yeah,
Right.
Oh yeah, yeah. Six figures is like five figures out there.
exactly. So if you're low six figures, you're like, okay, but yeah,
So she can make $20,000 a year and be everything that you're looking for, and you're still open to building with her.
oh yeah,
Oh, awesome. Okay.
yeah. I mean, as long as she's ambitious and all of that other good stuff, yeah.
Right.
hmm It's not really about where she's starting, so there's always room to be
Yeah.
better, and yeah.
I think he said his love language was quality time, right?
Yes, I'm about to go up there now. Well, no, that's in the top three. So,
Oh, okay.
um, yeah. So upon getting your results, acts of service at 33% was your highest love language, and then quality time at 23%, and then gifts was 17%, and words was tied at 13%.
Oh, words of affirmation.
Words of affirmation, yeah,
And
was
physical touch.
yep, and physical touch. So that tied.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, and it's very ironic. The last few consultations I've done, physical touch has been at the bottom, or not as high as others. And it doesn't necessarily mean you're not an affectionate person. It just means that you need a woman to show you, like by doing acts, to show that she's paying attention and not just talking about it, to actually show that she loves and cares for you. And then quality time, you already said how important that is to you, especially when you're building with someone. I
Yeah.
mean, especially you being in the as a healthcare professional, I know that your time is very valuable as well. So that makes sense. That makes sense. But yeah, so for the people that maybe have a higher physical touch, like, can you explain how that looks like for you in terms of affection? Like, are you still affectionate? How do you feel about PDA, that sort of thing?
Oh yeah, I love PDA. So yeah, like holding hands in public, therapeutic touch is important. Show affection by I'm very sensual, I would say. Yeah.
Okay. Now, is there anything that you want to add about the love languages that you learned about yourself, like why acts of service is high in quality time, that you want to add on? Or
Yeah, I think acts of service is just sometimes how I can well, I think someone loves me by just, being helpful, anticipating my needs and meeting them, um, especially without me knowing. It's like, oh, hey, you were supposed to go drop this off at a UPS and I just did it, saves me some time. I could go do something else as opposed to going to do that. I think that's very thoughtful for me. So yeah, that might just be why.
okay.
All right. We need to
So,
jump to a quick commercial break while we get the ladies ready to call in. The telephone number is 323-488-3149. And we're going to be taking the questions live. And Mayowa is going to be answering live. How many more questions do you have in the consultation before we jump to a commercial break?
oh, he answered all my questions. We're good to go.
All right, so we're going to jump to a quick commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to be answering the call. So, the ladies who are interested, please use this opportunity to ask some questions that can fine tune whether or not you feel that this is a good match or things that you need to know while he's here live. All right, and make sure that you tag a single woman between the ages of 26 and 34, you said?
Yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Is it? Oh, you're muted.
Oh yeah, 26 and 31 ideally, but yeah, 34
Okay,
is fine. Up to
26 and
34 years.
31. You want to have two children. You're 5'11", make six figures, live in California, own your own house. You work in the mental health field, and what am I missing, Chief, for the short rundown for people who got here late?
Oh, Christian.
Christian, yes, and what? Oh, slim thick. Black. And what else? What else? Slim, thick, black. He would prefer to pay most of the bills, if not all of the bills, but you do want a woman who's working with a 75-25 split of the bills, or is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, okay. There were some women who were asking if you make or not low six figures, how are you expecting a woman that makes 20,000 to be able to contribute her 25%?
So it's flexible for me. I think it's something that we're just going to communicate about. So it's not like a hard 75-25. I was just saying that because, you know, most women nowadays do work and they make more than 20,000. So I know, 20,000 is not, if you've been taking care of yourself this whole time, I know you're not making 20,000. Most people make way more than that. So
Yeah,
that's why I'm
I
not
am
too focused
curious.
on.
I am curious though in terms of the splitting of the household bills. You said that you came from a family where your father paid most of the bills and that's what you, well, all of the bills, and that's what you learned growing up, and that's actually what you would prefer to do. What is the inspiration that is making you want to do the split?
I think the inspiration is just I was thinking about how a woman would feel if she's contributing. She might maybe feel a sense of belonging, like I'm also contributing to the household, and so maybe they can get a sense of satisfaction and fulfillment from that, knowing that they're contributing a little bit into um, the household. So that's
Okay.
just it
What
wasn't
if what if her
anything
preference is
historical.
to be a stay-at-home mom or stay-at-home wife and not pay any of the bills? What are your thoughts on that?
I think I would prefer someone who is not wanting to be stay at home. Especially if it's not a situational stay at home. I understand if it's surrounding childbearing and having children, and then that's totally understandable. And I'm very well open to that. But just to say, I want to get married to just be a stay-at-home mom, I think I would prefer someone who has a career of their own, who also can decide if they want to go to work again. I can actually go back to work and start working. Um, and have that for themselves.
Okay, so for you, do you also want her to have that sense of belonging to the household by contributing financially so that you can, so because you said that
Yes,
she may feel like she has a sense of belonging, but is that like a desire of yours? So you're like, okay, so I know that this is our house because she's also contributing.
correct. Yes.
Okay, okay. And if she's just a stay-at-home mom or stay-at-home wife, how will that affect your feeling about her sense of belonging?
It wouldn't change for me. It would not change anything at all for me. I don't believe that, her contributing to it is what should bring that sense of belonging. I think just having a shared purpose is enough. So a shared purpose of raising a family and having something together, living together, being married, all of that is, you know, more for me than her having to contribute to have a sense of belonging.
Okay, okay. All right. So, listen, we're going to jump to a quick commercial break. And when we come back, the phone lines are going to be open. So, write it down 323-488-3149 and get ready to call in. So, let me get the commercial prepped up. Mayowa, thank you so much for answering so earnestly and opening yourself. There are a lot of people saying a lot of
Of
different
course.
things, but it takes a tremendous amount of courage to come up here. This is it's not easy. It is not easy to open and bare yourself like that. And listen, Dipped in Indigo says she wants you to do a queer edition where she can come up here and find her mate. So what's your thoughts on that?
You already know. I don't discriminate at all. Absolutely. If Tanya will allow it on her show, yes,
Yeah,
I'm
all
all for
right.
it.
So Dipped, go on over to TanyaTKO.com, click on shop and pay for your background check and your administrative fees and speed dating. It's right there in the shop and you can do that. All right, so let's jump to the quick commercial break and I'll see you all in just a moment. Are you tired of missing Tanya TKO's live videos? Arriving late when the video is well underway or about to end? Are you fatigued relieved of only seeing a live video randomly while perusing YouTube and Facebook? Or worse, randomly unsubscribed? Well, now you can get a text notification whenever I go live. No longer are we dependent on the algorithm of these fickle platforms. For just $1.99 a month US and Canada, or $4.99 a month international, you get a personalized text message 15 minutes before each live show. Now, you can show up early with the Text Squad, meet other people from all over the world, and get invited to secret broadcasts off-platform. Most importantly, support your favorite independent creator. Go to TonyaTKO.com and click on text. Join the TKO Text Squad today. For just $1.99 a month US and Canada, or $22 a year if you pay in advance, $4.99 a month international, $50 a year if you pay in advance, you'll never again be tardy to the party. I'll see you on the next broadcast. TonyaTKO.com/text. All right. Welcome back, everyone. And so right now we are talking with Mayowa and the matchmaker, Chi Love. And we have him on the love seat. So we're going to open up the phone lines right now, and we're going to take live calls from women who are interested in expounding the conversation and asking things that are important to them to know. So here's the number on the screen, 323-488-3149. I just have to fix up my here you go, Chi. Hi. All right, so I need to fix up our screen so that we can get Mayowa on here as well. So just give me 1 second. So, Chi, how was that for you doing it live? Because I know you typically do these behind the scenes.
Yeah, well, the first experience ever was with you. And I enjoyed it. I really, 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 really love what I do. I wake up every day trying to find someone, the next husband or wife. So this is my calling and it felt wonderful. I'm just happy to be here, honestly.
All right, wonderful. All right. So phone lines are open and we have Mayowa on the hot seat. And so I saw that you all were asking a bunch of questions. I took notes on some of the questions. So I'm going to ask some of the questions that you all had posted down below. Why is my face covered? Lord, I gotta get it together. Here. I gotta get it together. All right. All right. The first call is coming in. You're on the air live with Tonya, Chi, and Mayowa. Welcome. What's your name and where
Hi,
you calling in from?
uh, I'm Jay from New York.
All right, Jay. Give me just 1 second. I just gotta pump up your audio a little bit. You're a little low. So uh
Okay.
all right, so go ahead. So you're Jay from New York. Talk to us.
Is it better now?
Yeah, no, yeah. I turned it up behind the
Okay.
scenes.
Um, I don't know if I missed this question. But did she ask like his longest relationship? I know she spoke about
Um,
the last one and lessons that he learned, but like, what was his longest relationship? Because guess that kind of gauges his capacity for being in long term.
okay, yeah, that's actually a really good question. So you heard the question, Mayowa, right?
Yes, I did. I did. My longest relationship is 3.5 years.
Okay. So he said 3.5 years. Did you hear him?
Yeah, I heard him.
Okay. So what are your thoughts on
That
that?
was
What
that
what
was
do you think? What do you think that says?
Um, I mean, yeah, it shows that, what is he, 30, 35, 36?
35.
That he
Yeah.
has the
35.
capacity to be in a long-term relationship. I think whenever, we're speaking to people and they're talking about like they're marriage minded, um, just seeing that they've been in something long term, shows that they can be in something long
Okay.
term.
Are you interested in Mayowa?
I'm taken.
Oh, you're taken and you're calling in? Oh my
I'm
goodness.
No, I was just, you said to further the conversation along, Miss
Okay,
Tanya.
okay, okay,
So,
okay. All right. So you're taken. All right. Okay, because I was going to ask you a few questions. But thank you so much for giving that because that is a great question. So thank you, Jay.
thank you. Bye.
All right. Okay. So We appreciate that. So we're going to take the next call. The phone lines are open 323-488-3149. So we're taking two types of phone calls to further the conversation, as well as ladies who might, who might like what they heard and want to hear a little bit more or see a little more. So, Mayowa, some of the questions that I got were about premarital sex, about the 75-25 cleaning. Like, so that's what they wanted to know. They also wanted to find out why you said that you're not enthusiastic about toys in the bedroom.
I don't know. I've just not been a big fan. It's not anything, like an experience I've been through. No, it's just not
Okay, so are
not
we
just.
talking about toys for her, toys for you, or toys for the two?
I think maybe more so toys for her.
You're not a fan of toys for her. Okay,
I
so
mean, what
you,
what toys are we talking about though?
I mean,
I
what toys
think.
are you talking about? Because you said you're not a fan, so what are the ones you're not a fan of? Because there's a lot of toys, you
I
know?
think just in general, I mean, okay, first and foremost, I'm not very versed with toys like that. So maybe I should start with that. So it doesn't come off as me saying I'm just not a fan of toys. I think I've not dated people who have used toys like that, and I'm not too familiar with a lot of toys. I know of a few, but again, it's I've not actually been with someone who has used toys like that. Um,
But how would you know
so
whether they were using toys or not? Unless, oh my goodness, Saved by the Bell, a call is coming in. Just a moment, just a moment. You're on the air live with Tonya, Chi, and Mayowa. What's your name and where you calling from?
Renee, and I'm calling from the Midwest.
Okay, Renee from the Midwest. All right, so what is your question this evening for Mayowa?
Well, my question is, um, I know he's from Nigeria, but is there any kind of belief about being married to two women at the same time or anything related to that?
Well, Chi only works with people who are doing monogamy, but we can find out about his
Ah,
beliefs though, because, I know that back in the days that was a thing. I even heard in the North they're
right.
still doing that. So go ahead. The floor is yours, Mayowa.
so what I know is Muslims in Nigeria can have more than one wife, but I'm Christian, and I grew up in a nuclear family where I had a dad and a mom and my two sisters and myself. So everything I've ever known is monogamy, and that's also what I promote,
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
and that's
nice.
what I
Renee,
believe in.
thank you so much for that question. Thank you.
Okay. Could I ask one more? Just one more.
Oh, sure, 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 sure.
Okay. So you said it was two children. So are you open to more than two children? Like
I
four or
am.
five?
I am open to more. I just said two because, you know, it's, it used to be four. I was talking to Chi earlier and I said, I used to want four, I used to want five. And then I've just seen my niece and my nephew, and I'm just like, I know how much goes into raising kids and how expensive it can be also. So, um, I'm also thinking about, the time that I would have to spend with, my spouse and all of that stuff and just having time for ourselves. So
Mm.
back in Nigeria, we used to, if I lived in Nigeria, there would be a lot more help. It's more community focused where you have a lot of people that can come and help. But in the States, I've noticed you have to have a babysitter, you have to do daycare and all of that stuff. And it's not easy, paying for those or finding somebody or all of that. So I don't know, two just seems ideal for now for me. But it's not a hard set number though.
Oh,
Oh, nice. Nice. Okay. Well, thank you very much for that information, sir.
all right.
Thank you
Well,
all.
Thank you.
thank you, Renee, for
Thank you.
calling in. Thank you.
Hmm.
Okay. So were we talking about the toys?
Toys, yes.
Uh,
Go ahead, Chi. Go ahead, save him.
This is my take, and I could be wrong, but from the consultation that we just had, this is what I'm envisioning. I feel as though, and please correct me if I'm wrong. This is how we learn. Um, I feel as though if you were to meet a woman that was aligned with what you're looking for and there was compatibility and chemistry, and she said, you know what, this is a toy I enjoy, are you open to trying it in the bedroom with me? That you'd be open to at least trying it and seeing, because you can explore. I mean, you said 8 on the scale,
Okay.
right? So you're open to
Let me let
exploring.
me let me grab this phone call. You're on the air
Oh,
live with
okay, all
Tonya,
right.
Chi, and
Oh, that's
Mayowa.
Hello?
valid.
What's your name and where you calling from? Mm-hmm. Hello?
Is Fadzai, and
There's a little bit of a delay, so you might have a bad connection. What's your name and where you calling from?
my name is Fadzai, and I'm calling from California.
All right, your name is Sajai, you said?
Fadzai.
Can you spell that? Because it's breaking up.
Okay, you can call me Terry. It's hard for most people, so you can call me Terry.
No, the phone is breaking up. So can you hang up and call right back in because with this just such a terrible connection.
Okay, sounds good. Bye, Tonya.
All right. Oh, and she's in California too. Okay, Mayowa. All right. Okay. So you said you'd be open to try them if she brought them and was like, yeah, this is what I like.
I definitely think, yeah, if that connection is there, the sexual chemistry and all of that, yes, I'd definitely be open to trying.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, that sounds good. Chi, you're looking so pink and pretty today. I saw the nails and everything.
I'm
Okay.
having a really good day, Tanya. This is just the cream of the crop. So I'm grateful. You know, when you're doing something that you truly love,
Mm-hmm.
like you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong.
Yeah, you
So
know
I'm
what I'm
Yeah.
really excited about? I'm happy about the prospect of creating love in these times. You know,
Mm.
I feel like the public consultation was a little long, in terms of keeping the flow going. So when we do this, I'm gonna ask the audience after we finish, or I'll ask the text notification squad behind the scenes ways that we can, make sure that the show is engaging and moving and we get enough information to be able to get people to know what they need to know so that we can intrigue and get people to follow up and to come through, because this show is going to be up and it's going to be here after we're off air. And so I want to be able to create enough engagement so that that person who is out there for Mayowa, and the way to pronounce his name is like Iowa with an M in front. So Mayowa. So that's what he told me behind the scenes. And so that's what has helped me be able to stay on point with that. So yeah, so we have 400 people who are watching live on YouTube. We have 40 people on Facebook and one on Twitch. So you're in the air live with Tanya. What's your Tanya, Chi, and Maya? Or what's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, Tanya. It's Vala from New York. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm fine, thank you. So you said Val from New York?
Yes, it's
All right,
Val from New
perfect.
York.
All right, so Val, talk to us. What's your question this evening?
Yeah, I was just wondering about his timeline for marriage. So I understand that he wants to get married within like 6 months, but he mentioned that his longest relationship was 3.5 years. So I'm just wondering, like, what changed exactly?
Mm, okay.
Um, well, what changed is me being on a matchmaking I guess, program. So the 3.5 years was just, we started out as friends, we were friends for a bit, and then we got into a relationship, and I was still way younger at the time as well. Um, I think when you know, you know. So if you start dating somebody and everything clicks, it shouldn't take that long to commit long term and make it, official.
Gotcha. And just like a quick follow-up to that, is that 6 months assuming that you guys are in an exclusive relationship? And then if it is, just how does he define exclusivity? Like, what does that look like to him prior to marriage?
So 6 months, when I say 6 months, I'm counting when, if I do ask her out to be my girlfriend, so that could be the beginning of the 6 months. And yeah, I mean, again, it's not a hard set 6 months. It could be 8 months, it could be a year, right? But we have to at least have goals for our relationship, and we have to have a shared purpose for why we're getting to know one another. Hopefully she's also marriage minded. And then exclusivity would be, we're only talking to one person, intentionally working on the relationship and getting to know each other with marriage in mind. And yeah, that's being exclusive for me. I'm only focused on one person.
Awesome. Yeah, that was pretty clear. That's all I had for now,
All
Tonya.
right. Thank you, Val. Thank you. Have a great day. All right. So phone lines are open. We missed a few phone calls when we were on that last call. So I'm actually going to try to call the young lady back who had the bad connection in California and hope that her connection is better now.
Sounds good.
Hi, this is Fadzai.
Oh, there's someone. You're on the air live with Tonya, Chi, and Mayowa. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hi, I'm Uche calling from North Carolina. And just a couple of questions. I'm Nigerian, wondering if he's Igbo, and I've got the perfect match for him if so. There's a YouTuber named Dima that I think one of their people put the comments about that they would make a perfect couple.
Oh, how wonderful. Well, you know what? So that sounds really amazing. Thank you so much. This is what it's all about, community coming together. And so tell us a little bit about the young lady.
Yeah, I'm just wondering first if he's Igbo, because he could be Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa. The tribes matter.
Does the tribe matter, really?
Yes, I'm just wondering if
about
he'd
that.
date an American or whether he would stick to Igbo if he's Igbo. Because,
okay, so go ahead, Mayowa.
I've got the perfect girl. She's beautiful.
I'm Yoruba, but I'm also open to Igbo and Hausa, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess you have to be open to him.
There's a YouTuber, Dima.
Yeah, so
I don't know if you've heard of her before.
Do this? Because listen, I'm in these YouTube streets as well. Every single person needs to be background checked. So tell her to reach out to me on my website. She just has to pay for a background check, and as well as there's going to be a speed dating party that Mayowa will be at, where she'll get to meet him at the end of the month. So yeah, so just have her come over to TonyaTKO.com. Go to the shop area, pay for the background check and the administrative fees, and she's able to fill out the form, and and the matchmaker will process her, and she'll also get into the database where she'll be able to match with 3 other men and do the speed dating that way as well. So, yeah, you know what? I appreciate you. You said your name was NK?
Uche.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Oh,
She said Uche. My bad. All right. So Uche, thank you so much for calling in. Just the link is in the description of the video on all platforms. So just go to TonyaTKO.com.
And all of my colleagues love you, Tonya. I mean, you are so global. We do not miss a show. Part of the text notification squad. You are just fantastic. Been watching you for many years. So thank you for what you do for everyone.
Well, I'm so glad. Yay. I'm so happy that you called in. And I'm happy that we are having this opportunity to perhaps get this man hitched, so that we can all go to a big Nigerian wedding. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. And I know you've been in Banana Island, so it has to be there.
You're so sweet. Thank you so much. You have a great day.
Thanks.
All right.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right. So look at that. So we have somebody who they say is a good match. All right. So let me there's a few calls that we missed. So let me try calling one of the calls back. So you're in hot demand, Mayowa. How do you feel about that?
It's a little overwhelming.
Is it? Are you overwhelmed? Oh
No,
wow.
just
Well,
kidding.
go get. You said you can cook. You know how to make jollof rice?
Yes, I do.
Do you really? Not like that red oatmeal that girl was cooking a few years ago that went viral. Not like that, right? Not like that, right? Oh,
Why did the entire world come for that girl?
listen, that
Hi, this is
that thing it did not, whatever that was, that did not look right. All right, so the phone lines are open. I'm not going to try to call anybody back anymore because nobody is answering. The calls, they must be, there's sometimes when the calls are coming in back to back to back, they it gets into a log jam. All right, so you said that you know how to make jollof better than that. All right, good, good, good.
Oh,
You're
yes,
on the air
definitely.
live with Tonya, Chi, and Mayowa. What's your name and where you calling from?
hi Tonya. This is Fadzai again from California.
All right. Hey, Satsai. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So this is the connection is much better now. So perfect. What's your question for Mayowa?
Oh, and if it's like some people are not comfortable answering this question, but I was just curious, like how long has he been in the United States, or maybe he was born here? I'm not sure.
Okay.
Oh, I'm comfortable answering that. I've been here since 2006.
Oh, okay, okay. That's it. That's the only question I had.
Oh, there's no follow-up about citizenship because I saw some people posting that in the comments area. So I figured
I,
that's the follow-up right there. I don't know. 2006, does that
when it
really
comes
answer?
to Oh, sorry, I
Go
cut you.
ahead, go
I,
ahead.
I was when it comes to citizenship or somebody's status, I feel like that's kind of personal. And if you're more like talking to them personally, like you can bring it up easily. But that's just my own perspective. I was just curious how long you was in here.
Okay, all right. Well, look, no stone was unturned. We done talked about toys and everything over here. So citizenship,
Oh
that's
yeah, that was an
mild in
interesting.
comparison. You know what I'm saying? My
I don't mind
goodness.
answering that. If you want me to answer that, I don't mind.
Go ahead. Hmm.
I'm a citizen. So
Okay, that was it.
I have dual citizenship. So yeah.
Okay, so people who marry you will be able to get that green passport, is what you're saying. That's what you're
All
saying,
right.
right?
Well, good luck to you, Mayowa and Tonya. I love your show.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Okay. So, all right. All right. So, you know what? Let's see how long we've been on. We've been on for 127. Okay. So, we're going to take one more phone call. Mayowa, what did you want to add? I see some moving and grooving. All right. Because somebody wanted to see what the body was looking like. So maybe you want to tilt the camera and stand back so people can see the full package. What's the
Wait,
matter? Whoa.
really live?
Not nudity. My gracious, not that package. Oh my gracious goodness. Oh Maya, well, where's your mind at? My lord, my lord.
No, I
Calm
wasn't
down
even thinking
now.
that.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Goodness gracious. Because I thought I saw you go for a button. This is not that type of show. That's not that type of show.
No,
But
no,
I think it is
I
fair for
wasn't.
us to see, the physique, so that we can see, full body. Why your face look like that? You look it's tilting. It's tilting. Go for it.
No, no. So you
Oh.
want me to step back a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay.
You're on the air live with Tanya and the crew, but he's standing back there so that we can see the full perspective. Okay. You can walk back a little bit more so we can see, where the waist meet the legs. All
All
right.
right.
Oh, we gotta
I gotta
unplug.
take off
Okay,
I
unplug
gotta
and then
take off my
come back.
glasses.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, second. There we go.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, so you're slim. You're slim. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. You gonna bust a little dance move for us? You gonna oh, no, oh, I don't think he can hear us. Okay, come back now, come back. All right, you're on the ear. Ah! He could hear us. He could hear us. He could hear us. All right. Listen. Ah! Okay. Okay. All right. We see you. All right. Listen, you're on the air live with Tonya, Tonya, Chi, and Mayowa. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hello, Tonya and everyone. My only question is, how do you feel about women with children? Is that a deal breaker for you?
Okay, so yeah, so ask. So go ahead, Mayowa. How do you feel about women with children? So are we talking about one child or children, and then what are the ages?
Two,
Two children. What are the ages?
8 and 5.
8 and 5. Okay, so Mayowa, how do you feel about a woman with children 8 and 5?
It's a soft deal breaker for me. It's not a hard deal breaker. But to be honest, my preference is no children. And if, they have children, maybe one, um, you know, just having one child. Um, but again, if the connection is great and, we hit it off well and everything is good, then, you never
Okay,
know.
so are you asking for
Okay.
yourself?
I was, and I wasn't
Okay.
sure if I missed that part.
Oh no, that was it. That was in the very beginning part. So if you missed the first part of the show, then, but Chi is matching every day. And so so there's two different ways that you can go about doing it. We're going to be bringing up a guy next week and we're going to be interviewing him. So you can submit for your background check and you can come to the speed dating party so that you can get a chance to meet Mayowa, see what the chemistry is like, and be able to meet two other guys that come on the show, so that you can, once you see them and you feel that you might be a good match, so that you can come to the virtual speed dating party behind the scenes, and then go from there. Tell me your name
Sounds
again.
great. Nay,
What is it?
Nay from Pennsylvania.
Yay from Pennsylvania.
Yes.
Name.
Uh, oh, May. Okay. I thought you said yay. All right, May. So wonderful. So you know what? Yeah. So we are looking to get people connected in these uncertain times, because the only way that we can really, really, really be upward bound is to build strong unions, strong unions, right? So
Yes.
that's the way that we really change this world. Like a lot of the conversations that are going around nowadays, the real change happens on an individual level. And so that's how we
Mhm.
change the face of this country, the direction that the whole world is going in. So May, please do, there's two different ways to do it. Cheese information and the link for the background check are both inside of the description. So you can work with Chi one-on-one and she can, find somebody for you that is like, you can become her client and she can find somebody to match for you, or you can match for the men that come on. You understand the difference, right?
Oh, yes. Thank you so much, Tonya. I love your
All
show.
right. Thank you so much for
Bye.
calling in. All right. So. Welcome. All right. So you one more phone call or wrap it up. What are your thoughts, Mayowa?
Yeah, let's take one more. Why
All
not?
right. Okay. All right. And
What'd you think
so
about the dance moves?
Oh, I thought they were nice. I can see that you're up on the latest. I see you know how to move. You're slim. Everything is looking right. So yes, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. I didn't know you could hear me because you were just standing there for a moment and then the moves just started coming. So I was like, okay, he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. So
Just a
yeah,
little bit.
we liked it. We liked it. And so Chi, I know you have another question.
Oh, no, not at this time. No, I'm really grateful that he was open to this experience and just being open in general. We need more men to be like that. So this is great. I'm having a great time. And I'm
Yeah,
not even, this is the first time doing something like this. Would you look at that?
Yeah, and you know what? Absolutely. He's breathing. Oh, yeah, no, you did great. I thought you did wonderful. And some of the ladies really like your laid back tone and
Yeah.
demeanor. I saw somebody said that this laid back tone is your representative, that this is the face that you're putting forward in the beginning, but you never know what may come forward a few months down the line.
No, this is me. This is my regular basic self. So yeah.
Really? Okay. All
Mm-hmm.
right.
Yep.
All right. Okay. All right. All right. And so, Crystal says, I plan Nigerian weddings, so I would love to do his if he finds love. Oh, wow. You know what? We could create the whole community. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? From start
Oh,
to
I'm
finish.
down.
Bag,
Yeah.
tag, and then drag down the aisle.
Let's do it.
All right, so we're gonna take one more phone call. Somebody wants to know about colorism, and misogynoir. I don't know what the exact question is, but the number is on the screen right here. You see it 323-488-3149. Oh, they want to know what you think of the manosphere. What are your thoughts on the manosphere?
On what?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
What
You
are
ever
my
heard
thoughts
of
about what?
you ever heard of a person by the name of Kevin Samuels?
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I've heard of Kevin Samuels.
What were
Yeah.
your thoughts on his content?
Oh, I wasn't in support of that at all. I think I saw like a quick clip of him. Someone showed it to me, and yeah, I don't think what it was saying was okay in any
Do
bit
you
of
remember
it.
what the subject was?
Ah, let me see. It was last year. I vaguely remember it was about I think it was saying something about women and what they really want and how that doesn't really translate. And they have like a hidden agenda or something like that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
So
then
yeah,
it brought
got you,
somebody
got you,
on who he
got you,
interviewed, and you know and then it was having like a war of words with them. Yeah, they
got
were
you.
kind of going back
So
and forth. Yeah.
you're a six-figure man and you don't agree. You know what? That's one thing that I will say, and I wanted to do a video about this because Kevin Samuels constantly talked about six-figure men and what they want, but Kevin Samuels was not a six-figure man before he started bashing black women, and he never brought on any. He never tried to connect any real people. He just used his platform to bash. It was very strange. You're on the air live with Tonya, Chi, and Mayowa. What's your name and where you calling from?
My name's Donna.
Your name is Diamond.
Yeah.
All right, and where are you calling from, Diamond?
I'm calling from Memphis.
All right, Memphis. Okay, so Tennessee in the house. All right, so what is your question?
Okay, I was calling because I hear that African men like to tussle, and I was just wondering, do you like to tussle?
You know, there's a lot of loud sounds in the background. It sounds like you're near a jukebox.
I'm at work.
Oh, are you working at a roller rink?
No, I work at TJ Maxx.
Oh, well, TJ Maxx is jamming tonight. Girl, you couldn't find your way into a bathroom or a dressing room or something? Because I can't hear.
Yeah, hold on, let me go to the bathroom.
Okay. Ooh, that was so loud. Was that loud in your ear too? Because that was really loud in mine.
Here.
Yeah, I
You
couldn't
couldn't
hear
hear her?
anything.
Yeah, sorry, I was.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead. So what is the question real quick?
Okay, so I heard the African men. Can you hear me now?
No, and there's an echo. Now there's an echo.
Yes. Okay, I'm in the bathroom because I don't want nobody to hear me on the phone.
Okay.
Hold
Okay,
on, let me
so
send you.
ask it one more time.
I heard that African men like to tussle. So do you like to tussle?
Do you like to what?
Like
Kerfuffle?
tussle? Like do you like to fight?
Fight. You mean fist fight?
Yeah, like DV, domestic violence, like all that stuff.
with men, like fight a man to protect his woman, or fight with his woman?
Fight with his woman.
Oh, that's very interesting. What are your thoughts on fighting with your woman?
There's no place for that. Absolutely no place for that.
He
If
said
we
there's
can't talk,
absolutely no place.
if we cannot talk about it amicably or talk about it, and emotions are high, then you space. I mean, you take a break. You just, there has to be boundaries regarding that. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
what is it that makes you ask that question, Diamond? Are you interested in tussling? Is that a deal breaker for you? Are you interested in Mayowa?
Like, if I put you in a headlock, like, how are you going to get out of it? Like, I
Wait,
don't want nobody who's like super violent. Like if you
How
like,
do,
my
how do
love
I get out
language
of
is
it?
physical.
I walk away. I
no,
usually,
she
I
said if
mean,
she puts you in the headlock, how do you get out of it?
why
Because
are
my
we
love
getting into
language is
headlocks in the
physical
first
touch.
place?
What'd you say? I can't say it again.
I said my love language is physical touch, and so I kind of like to be a little rough.
Oh,
Oh, and you're interested
Is
in
that?
Mayowa?
I mean, he seemed like he, a mandingo or whatever.
Listen, go to the website and submit for your background check because you got me you got me a little worried now. We're gonna have to see what's on your record. Go to
I
TanyaTKO.com, click on
don't have
shop,
nothing
and
on there
go.
but some pictures.
Listen. Go do the background check, okay? And we'll see what happens. All right. Thank you, Diamond, so much for calling in. All right. Listen, listen. Listen. Listen, 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 listen. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. I don't know. I don't know what's going. I don't know what's happening. Listen. I've had people call in, and I thought they were joking, and they have told me about shots fired and all types of stuff going on. So I'm not gonna put anything past anybody because listen, there was one girl who called in who was at the strip club the night before. So we don't know. We don't know where people are in their lives, but submit for that background check, Diamond. Just go submit for that, and then we'll see. We'll answer some more questions after that. Go do your screening first because she's talking about physical touch is her love language, and she like to be a little rough. That you know what? We can't end on that call. We need just one more call. We can't end on that one. Just one more call. What? Just one more. Just one more, please. 323-488-3149. Because listen, if a
But
woman put you in a headlock, do you think you'll be able to get out of the headlock, Mayowa?
I don't know. I might just asphyxiate.
You just gonna go down? You just gonna
What's
just
that called again? Is that strangulation?
wait? Some people are into all of that. There's some people are into
Uh,
it.
ugh.
Oh,
Just side note though, before we get another caller, um, side note, some people that's really all they've known. Do not think it's a good fit for him personally at all. However, some people like that's really how they know. That's all they know. They were grew up around violence and aggressive acts, and for them that's comes up to a form of
yeah,
love.
yeah.
I
Listen,
maybe some therapy is needed
you're
because most people I
you're on the
hear.
air live with Tonya, Chi, and Mayowa. What's your name and where you calling from?
Yes, Alicia from Texas.
All right, Alicia from Texas, you're gonna be our last call because we couldn't end on that last note. My goodness.
I hope I can redeem us in the face of our African brothers for that one. Okay, I apologize first of all because I came in late, so I don't know if this question was already asked. So if it was, then get all over me, Tonya. But
Okay.
my question is, I have heard more than one time the slur of I think it's a kata from Nigerians towards African Americans, and how they're told not to marry an American woman for various reasons. And I want to know what he feels about that.
I actually have friends who are married to African Americans, Black women, and also Black men. So it's not a commonplace belief. Maybe it is in Texas, but not in California. I have friends who are married to Black women and Black men, and so yeah. And I'm also interested, so I'm not. There's no like it has to be African or anything like that.
Okay,
What are your
good. That's
thoughts on the
good.
word
Because a
akata?
lot of,
Hold on. What are your
sorry,
thoughts on the word akata?
Oh, I didn't hear that part of the
it's,
question. Oh, my thoughts on it. I don't use it. I mean, I have heard of it. I've heard, Black people being referred to that. I mean, being referred to as that, but I don't even know what the word means. I mean, do you know what it means? I don't know what that word means.
Okay.
it refers to African Americans having been through slavery.
Oh, yeah.
It's derogatory in the sense that, oh, that person's kind of less than, so you shouldn't marry that person. And I do understand, though, that I've heard other African people say that when they come into the country, not just African people, but people of other ethnicities as well, that they are told by the American government to stay away from us. And so maybe that's where it starts. I don't know.
Mhm.
So, I mean, I know that I've heard the term before as well, but I just thought it meant, I know it means a classification of Black people. It is a derogatory term in some ways disrespectful. Um, However, my understanding of it is just unkept Black people or ghetto Black people, and I don't like the term. I don't use the term, but that was my understanding of it. I never really had like a true understanding of it, but I knew that's a derogatory term. I don't think anyone should really just use it loosely. And the people, my family doesn't. So yeah, I would just avoid anyone who's using that language in a way to disrespect anyone else. It just puts a bad connotation when it comes to African and Black Americans.
Yeah, I don't use that word either, and my family doesn't either, so we don't. Yeah. I don't even know what it meant. I just know that I've heard people refer to other people as that, but never really asked like why they use that word.
Okay. Well, Alicia, thank you so much for calling in. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. One more. Just the next one is the last one for real. For real. The next one is the last one. So there are people who are going around, for those of you who don't know, there are people who are going around on TikTok who are saying they are attesting, is it a test I can attest to? Do you attest? Is it attesting the present
Hmm.
progressive? So they attest to the claim that when they come in through immigration, that the people who are preparing them for American life tell them to stay away from Black American people. I have never heard any of my family members say this when they have come in, but my family is coming in from the Caribbean, so Chi, you were born here or you were born in Nigeria?
I was born here.
All right. So Mayowa, when you came in through immigration, did they tell you stay away from Black American people?
No, no.
Okay.
That's strange to me. Maybe they started doing that now, but not when I came in, not when my family came in.
I
We
need
weren't told
somebody
that.
to I need somebody to come through with a voice recorder and record the session. I need somebody to do that so I can hear this. One last phone call. The phone lines are open. 323-488-3149. we're working on getting Mayowa matched up. So there are two different ways that you can go about it. She is matchmaking, and she is a matchmaker, and she will work with you know what, we also need submissions for men for next week's show, right? So we want to and also I want you all to send me some feedback on this show. You can write the feedback in the comments, that's fine, because maybe other people might have some other ideas as well. We want this to be, something that's feasible and doable. So if you have suggestions on different ways that we can um do the flow of the show, or best be able to serve you all and the guest that comes on, just let me know. You can write that in the comments. If you feel that it's too sensitive or whatnot, you can come to my website, go to tonyatko.com, click on contact, and write to me there. um we are looking for submissions for marriage minded men for next week. we are also um we are also taking submissions for Mayowa. So you can go to tonyatko.com, go to shop, pay for your background check, and then you get a link to be able to fill out your questionnaire, and she will go over your questionnaire and see if you're a good fit. And then from there, we're having a speed dating party at the end of or in a month. You're in the air live with Tonya, Chi, and Mayowa. What is your name and where are you calling from? You're the last phone call.
Oh my God, that's amazing. My name is Fabricia. I'm calling from New York City.
Your name is Habisha?
Fabricia.
Sabricia. Okay, Sabricia. Welcome. And you're in New York. So, last question of the night.
Um, what's the name? I just got here. What's the name of your guest, this beautiful, handsome man?
His name is Mayowa.
Mayowa.
Mayowa, I believe I'm like a little bit older than you. I'm 46, no kids. Is it the age, like, how do you call, like would the age like be a problem for you?
It's just a little bit outside of my range. Yes, just a little bit. Um, I'm sure you're a very great person, but yeah, it's just a little bit outside of my age range. I was looking for something more toward 34, 33, in that age range.
Well, good luck. I mean, I don't think you need. Thank you so much, Tanya,
right.
for getting my call.
Thank you, Sabricia. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful night, guys.
Okay. All right. Well, that's the show. That is the show right there. So that's going to be the last phone call. I think we're going to get some great submissions for you. And so I'm looking forward to you being able to meet some young ladies um and make some good connections and have some conversations and see of the young ladies who's the best match. And I think that reasons like some of the phone calls that we've had, reasons like those are some of the reasons why you work with a matchmaker. Because there's a lot of people out there who have their different age ranges, different states of mental health and wellness. There's different people who have different children or and different situations. And the matchmaker, she makes it so that the person is pre-qualified before they're even presented to you, so that the matchmaker will pre-screen not only the background check but also, why am I saying all of this? Chi, you do your thing. Talk about it. Go ahead. Chi.
Yeah. So, first off, I can't say this enough. Yes, you can always go find love on your own, and people have, right? But the benefits of a matchmaker, as Tonya was stating, is that I do that work for you. I focus on the compatibility and present someone to you, and then all you need to do is focus on the chemistry and being yourself. always tell people to just be yourselves, be exactly who you are. I want to match people that want the real thing, right? And when Tanya and I talked about doing this, we really wanted to help people come together. I saw a lot of the comments were asking, do you have to get on the show to be matched? Not necessarily, no. We're going to be featuring men, marriage-minded men, because we know that women will tune in, but the goal is to connect people, right? If you want to work with me one-on-one, it'd just be an opportunity for an hour and 30 minutes, because that's how long the consultations typically are, to connect and see if we're a good fit to work with each other, right? So you can get more of a personal experience, right? And then you can get one of my packages where I'd be finding your person. Now, joining the database just means you have a chance to connect with other people as well, in addition to the singles party, but you do need to get a background check administered for us to know that you are who you say you are. Okay, we're trying to make meaningful, long-lasting connections here. That is always the goal, with love in mind. So yeah, I am the same on every platform. NYA Love by Chi. NYA stands for not your average, because I am not, and I love what I do. And I love this opportunity because I know that Mayowa has the best intentions. He's dating with intention. He wants something real, and he's going to work with me as well, in addition to this. So that tells you that he's ready and looking, and we want more people to engage and try something different. Stop sitting at home typing behind your computer and hoping that love would just find you on your doorstep. You got to try something new. So thank you, Tonya, for creating this platform and this space. And that's all I have to say. NYALoveanddating.com is my website. Again, www.nyaloveanddating.com. Feel free to ask me anything you wish.
Yeah, thank you for that. Her link is in the description of every video. And so, yeah, there's definitely a lot of benefits to working with a matchmaker, because you get all of that, plus you get a person who is out there advocating for you, who finds out your relationship readiness, the relationship readiness of the person that you are going to be matched with, as well as working with you through the process of dating. So that after, you know how you go on a date with a person and then it doesn't go right, next thing you know, block and delete and all of that. That doesn't happen with a matchmaker, because when you're working with a matchmaker, you are the matchmaker, first of all, knows who this person is, knows their government information, and this person has not a reputation, how do I put it? There's a standard that they must adhere to. There's a standard that they must be able and willing to uphold when they go out on these dates. And not only does somebody know who they are, but after the date, she gets feedback about the date and also gives some advice on different ways that, things can shift and improve, etc. So I highly recommend working with a matchmaker. It's a step above doing dating sites. What do you think, she is the difference between doing a dating site and a matchmaker? Why would a person
Yeah,
pay all that money?
first off, so and I do want to address a couple things too. But yeah, that's a great question. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. With dating sites, you can only put so much on there, right? Not everyone's going to talk about their traumas or mental health, for instance, right? So I have better insights on who this person is and whether or not they've done the work. So that's something that I will present to you. Like, listen, you said that you're looking for XYZ. This person is XYZ, A, B, and C. I think you two would be a great fit. Have a conversation with them. I also arrange all of the dates, especially if it's in person. If not, I just set up a Zoom date. But the benefit is having someone that's taken the time to truly know who you are and what it is that you want and desire in a partner, and presenting it to you. Side note though, a lot of people are commenting about, oh, I thought the rate was $222. Absolutely. For a consultation one-on-one, it is $222. Okay. And then 7,777 is my starting package, my bronze package. Yes, absolutely. For this experience, $99 pays for your background check and administrative fees. And you also have the opportunity to meet other singles in the singles events that we're going to be doing virtually. Okay, so that's going to be an ongoing thing, right? But I'm just letting you know the difference between working with a matchmaker one-on-one. This is a wonderful experience, and I think everyone should engage. If you are single and searching and looking for something real, then just do the sign up for the background check, Tanya TKO. She posted the link for you to get that information in there and then fill out the form so we can know who you are, right? But that's different than working with me one-on-one, because again, it's going to be an hour and 30 minutes of just you and I connecting so I can make sure that we're on the same page, because some of you may not be a good fit to work with me and vice versa, right? So I want to make sure that you are in this for the long haul. You want marriage, you still believe in it, you've done the work, and you're ready for something real, period. I don't judge anybody, but you have to come as who you are and just be honest with me. That's all I ask. So yes, it does cost to work with the matchmaker, but it's a wonderful investment. It's the opportunity of a lifetime, honestly. You never know until you try. But that's how things work with me.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Thank you so much for that, Chi. And so you all can go a few videos back and go to the video Meet the Matchmaker so you can learn a little bit more about Chi, her background, why she does this, etc. So, Chi, Mayowa, what was this experience like for you, Mayowa?
It was great. I really enjoyed it. I had so much fun just telling my life story and what I would like in a potential mate. And it was fun hanging out with you too and chatting with you, beautiful ladies. So thank you.
All right, wonderful. You know what I am curious about? Um, who, which famous person or semi that we can Google that you think is pretty or attractive?
Megan Good.
Really? Oh, okay, okay. All right. Okay, so you think Megan Good. What is it that you like about her? Is her face? Is it her energy, her aura? What is it that her body?
Everything. Body, face, energy, how she carries herself. I also think Kelly Rowland as well is beautiful.
Kelly Rowland. Oh, okay,
Mhm.
okay, 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 okay. One more then, since we're on a roll. Let's sum it up at three.
Michelle Obama.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah,
You
we
know
have the
she's
same
a
birthday
little.
as well.
Oh, you know she's a little older than you, right?
I know.
Okay. Would you be willing to go older for Michelle Obama if she was single?
You never know, yeah.
Don't start BSing now. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Tell the
No, I'm
truth.
not even I'm not kidding.
Really? So how do you know that
Yeah.
woman that called in wasn't Michelle Obama like?
Oh, I don't know.
And Michelle Obama has two children.
I'm not talking about Michelle Obama now.
Oh, okay, okay. You mean 20 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. I was just wondering, just wondering. All right, so listen, I'm gonna let you all jump off. Chi, go ahead and give your closings, and then I'm going to close out the show. So I appreciate all of you for coming through. So go ahead, Chi. Mayowa, thank you so much for being a part of this, of being a part of the Love TKO show and getting on the Love Seat. I really, 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 really hope that your match comes very, very soon. You know, I was on the Love Seat last week, and there is nothing like having people advocate for you and putting your information out there and getting people to submit. And there's really nothing like a community coming together to foster love. Like you heard the young lady who called in and was like, I know the perfect match for you. That's what it's really all about. And since I was on the Love Seat, I have had submissions and I have had people who are actively looking, as well as Chi. Chi, how's the search going on your end?
It's ongoing, but you will definitely have an update when I have one.
All right, wonderful, wonderful. So Mayowa, I'm wishing the very best to you, and may may Diamond's background check come back clear. May her background check come back clear. All
Oh
right,
yeah.
thank you. Oh, Chi, go ahead, give your closing. Give your closing.
Okay, so most of you already know who I am by now, but feel free to ask any questions. You can hit me up on Instagram. I do answer my DMs, but give me some time. But anyways, you can reach me again on all platforms. That's Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, NYA Love by Chi. I did read through some of the comments. A lot of you are concerned with the 7,000. I do have a database as well. The beauty to joining it for 99, okay, the beauty for joining at 99 here is that you can connect with people on the show and join the singles virtual party, which is a great opportunity to meet someone new or even make some new friends. You can find love in all different types of ways, you know? But I do have a database option that may be more economical for some of you. But I've been told that my prices are still low for a matchmaker. There's matchmakers that start at 10,000, you know, but I wanted to create something that, you know, most people would be able to afford. And if you can't, that's okay. There's other matchmakers out there, right? Just being very transparent. I love what I do. And with that being said, if you are marriage minded, I'd love to connect with you. I'm not sure what that is, but I'd love to connect with you if you're marriage minded and looking for something real, period.
It's somebody
That's
calling
it.
in from England to talk to him, but this is
Oh, darn.
yeah. I don't know how that call was able to come through, but it burst through. It burst through. It came through on my mobile. I turned off the calls, but all right, they're calling in through WhatsApp, and so they're circumventing. Are you willing to go British route?
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
really? Oh, well, let me take this British phone call real quick then. Let me take the British phone call real quick. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so I see you international. Let me see. Let me see if we could. All
Why
right, here
not?
she is. Here she is. You're on the air live with Tonya, Chi, and Mayowa. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hello, Tanya.
Yes, hi.
Hi. I don't know if I got it the right time. I've been watching the live show.
Yes.
I'm calling from Scotland.
Okay. So yeah, so what is your question? Well, what's your name?
Oh my God, I can't believe I'm actually talking to you.
Yeah.
Are you still online or I got it the wrong time?
No, we're just about to get off. You're the last phone call, and we took this because we saw you were calling internationally. So what's your name? You're calling from Scotland, but what's your name?
Oh my God, I can't believe I'm talking to you. I'm so sorry. I'm overwhelmed. I can't believe I'm
Oh,
actually
well, you know
talking to
what?
you.
Take a few moments, breathe, and
I've been
exhale.
watching you for so long. I'm
Oh,
actually I'm original from Kenya, but I live in
okay.
Edinburgh, Scotland.
Okay.
Oh my God, I can't believe I am speaking to you.
So do you have a
Oh,
question for Mayowa, or do you have a match for him, or
he is my match.
he's your match? Oh,
Yeah.
what? Okay. How? Okay. How old are you?
I no, that's the thing about the age. I just turned 40,
Okay.
no children.
Okay. Okay. And all right. Well, you know what? Why? Listen. He said if you're Michelle Obama quality 20 years ago, so I don't know about now. Because he wants to have children and stuff like that. You know what I mean? He wants to have two children. And so, but you know what? If you're looking, but you don't match from Scotland, do you?
I don't
No,
currently match,
this
yeah,
is my
international.
first time for a long time. I've actually feel like I found a match.
Really? What is it that makes you feel he's your match?
Is everything about him is quality. It looks respectable, understanding, loyalty, those kind of qualities I look in a man. I feel like he has them in him.
Yeah.
I
But you
see that in him.
Yeah, and there's two sides to matching. There's what you like, and then there's also what the person is looking for. And so, do you feel that you're a good match based on what it is that he said that he wants?
Yes.
Okay. Well, what are your thoughts on that? Maya, what are your thoughts?
Okay, so I think she sounds lovely, and the things that she did mention about him are absolutely true. She has really good sense of who someone is, and I love that.
Well, apart from my age, people tell me I look 22. So
Oh, I believe it. I believe that you're young at heart. from his preferences,
Just,
I'm not.
just saying. I'm very
Yeah.
active. I exercise a lot. Um, yeah,
Do you want
healthy.
children?
I look after myself.
She asked if you want
Um,
children.
yes, yes, yes,
Okay. Oh,
yes.
okay, okay, okay.
As a Kenyan, of course.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? So Chi, follow up, follow up. She says she wants children. She feels that Mayowa is her perfect match. How do you handle something like this as a matchmaker?
I know this is what I've been thinking. He's in California. I'm in Edinburgh. So, yeah.
So this is my only thing, to be very transparent. When situations
Um,
like this arise, it's
Help me a little bit, Tonya,
obviously,
because the
oh,
distance.
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
well, the
you
distance in
just
addition
listen.
to the age
Yeah.
range. So there's two different things that are major because his preference, he's open to long distance, but I think that might be too
By the
far
way,
for
I
him because
love you,
his
Tonya.
top
I
two
love
love
you
languages,
so much. You're
quality
like
time.
a
So
sister I never had.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I love
Can you
watching
hear
your
Chi
shows.
talking? Can you hear Chi?
Yes, by the way, she's amazing. She's
Oh.
amazing. I
But
love what she's
she's
doing.
talking to you right now. Can you hear that?
No, I can't hear her because I'm talking to
oh, you,
you. Sorry.
oh, it's
Oh.
okay. Can you hear me now?
No, I can't hear her. Don't know why.
Mm. Oh,
No,
okay,
that's
no
her
problem.
talking. That's her talking.
Hi, Chi.
Yeah, this is
Hello.
hi. Hi. Um, so to
I
be
can't
very
hear her,
transparent, there's no way
Tonya.
for me.
Oh, well, you know what? Maybe you can watch the show back so that you can hear Chi. I don't know
Yeah,
why you're not able to hear. Maybe there's something
yeah,
in the audio
sorry.
settings. I'll have to look into that. But you know
I
what?
can't hear her at all. I can only hear you. I'm
Oh,
still on live. I've been watching live. Yeah.
oh, okay, okay, okay. Well, you know what? Listen, contact Chi on her website and let's see.
I don't know
Let's
what does, according to what I just said, I don't know. I don't want to spook him or make him feel uncomfortable. He's such a gentleman. And yeah,
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm gonna say this, and I can see I can see from his face that he, you know, I'm not I can't read. I don't know what his exact facial expression means, but I can imagine that in the search for love, that sometimes you have to turn down really nice, qualified people for focusing your attention on what it is that you do want. And you know what? Turning people down is always difficult. You know what I mean? But maybe what you can do is you can do the background check and you can come to the speed dating party. Maybe when he sees you, you do look 22 and maybe
oh,
I
no,
don't.
I know. Yeah, I know. And people just tell me that all the time, and it's annoying, especially when I have to go and buy a bottle of wine.
Okay,
I get
okay.
asked ID all the time. So yeah.
Yeah, well, and you never know, maybe there might be somebody else who hears you and they're nearer to Scotland. And you know what I mean? So it's really
Yeah.
about putting the energy out there, setting the intention. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean, Tanya. I know what you mean. I'm very straightforward.
Yeah, so you know what
And
we're going to do is we're going to jump off because we do have to be mindful of the time. You know what I mean? And it must,
understand,
yes,
understand,
yes, 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 yes.
understand.
So, you know what? I appreciate you calling in. Thank you so much. Tell us your name one more time.
Linda.
Linda from Scotland. Linda, it's very brave for you to have called in, and we really appreciate that. So go to the website, go to the link is in the description, tanyatko.com forward slash
Okay.
shop. You can go there. You can do, but how do you do a background check from Scotland? That's the thing.
That's why I don't do
I know it's the
international
first
accounts.
time. So
Yeah.
maybe you can tell me I should like go into your link and Yeah. Understand your point. Understand. This will be my first time getting online, and actually,
Okay. Oh,
yeah,
okay, okay.
I've never done that. I've never done anything online before. I'm very
Really?
private. Yeah, I
Oh,
keep myself to
well, you know
myself.
what? So this is
So,
so submitting for the background check is not going to work. So unfortunately, this is where we are right now. There's no way for us to do an international background check. So that is
I
that.
understand.
Yeah, so you know what, Linda,
And
you sound like a really lovely person, and I'm really glad that you did call in. And and let it be known, love is out there. Love is out there.
And I'll say
yes,
this real quick. I do
have,
work
I
with,
believe that. I have hope in that. It's been a long time. I've always wish one day I meet someone suits we can match together and just have a quality life together for the rest of our lives.
Yeah, yeah.
S-
Well,
And
um,
it's quite hard out there, you know.
yeah.
So yeah,
I can
and
imagine in
yes,
Scotland it's even harder. So, you know what?
it is for
You
an
know what?
African
Yeah,
lady. It's really hard.
yeah, so you know what? We're just getting off
To
the
meet an
ground. So,
African gentleman in Scotland, it's
um,
quite difficult as well. So yeah, it's like if you just keep the hope and you
yeah.
wish for the best. Yeah,
Well, you know what? We're keeping
but
hope alive.
I am open. I am hoping. you
Yes, well,
know.
you know what? This is one of the first steps. So keep putting yourself out there. Continue to stay in love, in the love vibration, and things will begin to happen. So, Linda, thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you, Tanya. I'm so glad I spoke to you, and thank you for your time. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Oh, I can imagine that what you do is not easy, Chi. I can imagine what you do is not easy. Yeah, that I feel, my heart, because you know what? I want everybody to find love. You know what I mean? I want everyone to find love. And I know that age is definitely a barrier, but when you're intentional about what it is that you do want, it just makes it easier to go in the direction of what you want so that anything outside of that you can narrow down. You know what I mean?
yes.
So, yeah, so there were some people who wanted to know if you ate meat or were vegetarian or what your diet is looking like.
I'm on a regular diet. I eat everything. So
Oh, okay, okay. All right. That was one of the questions I saw pass by. But Chi, my heart, oh my goodness. That was, I want everyone to find love. So that was difficult.
Yeah, and I will say this though, for those people that really want to work with a matchmaker, but they live internationally, because I know you have followers literally all over the globe,
Yeah.
Tanya. That's a beautiful thing. It doesn't hurt to reach out. We have a big network of matchmakers that we can reach out to that are literally working other places and areas. I can't guarantee it's going to be the same experience as working with me, because it won't be. But but I don't want to say no to you all that are really dating with intention and want something real. I do know a lot of matchmakers. I collaborate all the time. So I'm more than happy to send you a referral and see if you like working with them. You never know. So don't give up. Don't give up. There's always hope.
Oh, how wonderful. You know what? That is actually really true. The network of matchmakers. And I did become
Yes.
certified as a matchmaker. I don't practice. I did. So I do have access to some of these networks. So Linda, you know, reach out. I can submit you to the network, and there may be
Yes.
somebody who's working internationally who may be able to work with you. And so I did want to say this. I wanted to make sure that I stressed this, right? Um, 40 is not old. 40 is not old. She is outside of the range of what it is that he said he was looking for. But 40 is still young. Yes, you can still have children at 40. There's a lot that can happen at 40. You can have children for many more years, especially if you're, Nubian. You know what I mean? So yeah, so work with a matchmaker. The sooner you get connected with a matchmaker, the sooner they can start looking for these matches for you. And there was a woman who wrote in that was like, "Oh, she's 47, she's outside of the range." No, 47 is young. You know what I mean? So reach out. Let's work on getting you matched. Stop playing around with these dating sites. Stop playing around with chance, thinking that it's gonna be like the movies where you drop a stick of butter and then someone's picking up the butter and then you lock eyes and then no, this is the movies. That's the movies. Work with a matchmaker and just take all of that out of chance. And then also one of the things that it does do is the people are pre-qualified, so you don't have the you don't have the from a person who is an obvious not good match. You don't have to have that awkward conversation like, no, you know what I mean? So, yeah, yeah. Somebody said we also haven't seen him in a headlock. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. You know what? Listen. We're gonna say goodbye again. This was a lot longer than I thought it was gonna be. Thank you both so much for being good sports and being here. Thank you so much. Chi, thank you so much for coming out. I'm gonna let you all jump behind the scenes and then I'm going to close out the show. And stay tuned for a debriefing because I want to debrief with you all because I am in the process of trying to figure out ways to make sure that we do this. So I really want to hear from your perspective. And Mayowa, I like the truth, even if the truth, and especially when the truth is something that'll help me be able to grow. So I really want to get your perspective as the first guy who's come up here. You know what I mean? So stay behind the scenes. And then Chi, thank you so much. We're just gonna jump. Thank you. Listen, everybody. Thank you so much. I didn't read the apples during the show, so let me grab these apples real quick. All right. So Angeline sends $2 and says for being on time. Patricia sends $2 and says, I truly hope he connects with a good woman. I am sure he will connect with a good woman. I'm sure I'm sure that it is. I'm sure that now that it's put out there into the universe, because like I said, when I put myself out there, just the energy just of just love and vibration coming my way just increased. So absolutely. So self-love lesson from today's show. I'm going to give you your opportunities to type your SLL. So come on, let's do that real quick right now. Let's get it. SLL, let's get the self-love lesson. Let me see. What did you learn from today's show? I know what it is that I learned. I learned the importance of being intentional with what it is that you want, as well as the difficulty, because I can imagine that it's very difficult for men turning down women that are not a good fit. And women are so soft and so sweet and so bubbly that it can be harrowing for a man. You know what I mean? It can be terrifying. So the self-love lesson that I learned from today's video is just about grace, about extending grace to people who don't know a good way to articulate, to a person who's not hearing, maybe that they feel that they're not a good fit, a person who's not hearing. And all right, SLL, ask questions, put yourself out there if you want companionship. Perfect. Let's see. Come with the SLLs. Let's see. Come. Let's see. SLL, type your self-love lesson. Violence isn't a part of healthy love. #heal. Yes, absolutely. So go ahead. Let's see. Be true to yourself and find your match. Yes. Love is out there. You just have to be open to it and intentional. This was a great show. Thank you so much. SLL, TJ Maxx has the best music. True to your heart. You must be true to your heart. Then the heavens will part. And I forgot the rest of the lyrics. Oh, I didn't know that was a song, but okay. Be vulnerable and ask for your desires. Ask for your desires out loud. Okay. It is still better to just meet people randomly. You have no walls up because you were not expecting to meet that person. If that is the self-love lesson that you gained from this video, by all means, you can go ahead. How well has that been working for you? Continue to drop the sticks of butter at the supermarket and just look around and then pick it up. This is how you're going to have to do it. Look around. If you don't, or you could just knock it off the shelf when you see somebody near you that you might want to talk to, or you could just knock anything off the shelves. Just make sure they're not glass and then see how that works. You know what I mean? And make sure that if you're knocking jars of spaghetti sauce off the shelf, that it does not fall on the person's foot. That's not a good way. They're not going to like it. it's not going to turn out how you want. And if it breaks and then now it's splashed everywhere, now people think you're clumsy or you're having motor skill issues. And no. If that's how you want to do it, just go ahead, SG. Do it that way if that's how you want. That's how you want to do it. Do it how you want to do it. All right. So age is just a number, says Sepang. Okay, Sepang, how old are you? How old are you? How old are you? Because you in South Africa, you should have been in bed long time now. Should have been in bed. Listen, bend and snap. Okay. Oh, SG says it is great. Married 20 plus years. All right. SG, I don't know if you were the one who was writing about how we ain't gonna find love and all this other stuff. I don't know if that was you who made that comment. It could have been another SG, but it's not sounding very optimistic over there. So I don't know. Maybe you got to throw the butter at your husband. I don't know what's going on, but nonetheless, Sparkle says, I'm not doing all of that. Well, Sparkle, hire a matchmaker. You don't have to do all of that. You don't have to do all of that. Cheese, link is in the description. Listen, all right, y'all, listen, I'm going to let you all go. I'm going to let you all go because however you want to do it, Sepang, you're 28 and you thought that you and I were going to match? Sepang, what? Oh, my Lord, you want somebody to come grab you and yeah, Sepang, simmer down, young man. Simmer down, young man. See, this is the whole point of having somebody in between so that she could have already said, no, Sepang, let me find somebody else for you. All right, so when seeking love, be intentional in action and in keeping to your deal breakers. Self-awareness is vital for growth and the relationship. Don't give a man sex 3 times a day when he wants you to pay the bills. Well, that's some feedback for our bachelor. You know, I mean, 3 times a day is a lot to also be working. But he said he's gonna do the laundry and make some jollof rice. So, you know, you could have some nourishment from the jollof. I don't know if he said he could cook anything other than that, but you have clean clothes and rice. I know that at least. All right. So Lisa says she's 30 and starting to worry. Don't worry. Contact Chi. Well, I don't even understand. You can contact Chi. Contact Chi. Be honest with yourself about your preferences. Perfect. So listen, on that note, I'm going to see you all in the next video. I'm going to put on a little Caribbean music on the outro. Listen, go out there and love one another. Most importantly, love yourself. And let me bust a little wine for let me bust a little wine for you. Let me get that. Hold on. I gotta get some music pumped. Let me get the here. I will see you all in the next video. Okay, listen. Hey, you don't know about what you know about that. Listen. All right, you all. I will see you all in the next video. Tonya TKO, and I am out. Go out there and love one another, but most importantly, what? Love yourself. That's right. I will see you all in the next video.
That was hilarious.
Oh my goodness.